Hello, everybody. This is Andy from Hubstars again. Just here today to introduce to another one of our $1 Million Dating Project winners, Shai Fishman. Say hello, Shai.
Hey.
And what we're going to do today is just have a short introduction to Shai, into his brand and what his plans are moving forward. So Shai, just give us a little bit of a background about yourself and what's kind of driven you towards the dating industry.
Sure. Thanks for having us. Again, Shai here and Leah from the United States. We're so excited to be a part of your program. Short history is, I've been polyamorous for, technically for 10 years or so. And what I found over the years, dating as a polyamorous man, is that dating in the traditional sense on monogamous dating sites was challenging, to say the least. You have to explain yourself over and over and over again to so many women that, hey, would you like to date me? I have a girlfriend. And it's just like, rejection after rejection after rejection. So I felt that was challenging, albeit on persistence. So I was able to succeed, as you can see, in catching a great one. But and the joke is that she had polyamory not for me on her profile. So
that's right. Didn't deter him.
That's how persistent I am. But on the flip side of that are the more casual sex, more adult dating, sex positive sites that were just not my cup of tea, right? So I kind of like pushed those aside, and I felt like I was stuck between two worlds of having to date in the monogamous world or having to, expose my privates on my dating profile in order to attract mates. And both felt kind of odd. So I've always been wishing for a real deal polyamory, ethical non-monogamy kind of site. No judgment of monogamous people and no judgment of casual sex folks. I wanted a site like that. So that's why I'm attracted to this, and that's why I want to build both a community and a platform for dating.
Excellent. I mean, and I think it's such an interesting and new concept for the dating industry. I mean, it's not a new concept at all yourself, but there hasn't been something that's provided a platform for your kind of audience and people like you all over the world. And with our platform being placed where we've got an international community already there, I think it's going to be a good fit and quite an exciting time for you and many other people as well that want to share the kind of interests that you do. So what kind of, were you looking for funding or anything else like that at all when you came across the $1 Million Project, or was it just something that you kind of stumbled upon? Basically, why did you end up applying for it?
It was both. I wasn't looking for funding, but certainly when I saw the opportunity, I was like, whoa, this can really light a fire under my project, right? Because, we're still essentially a startup and these things take time. But with support from you and your team, financial and otherwise, I think that we can move along much, much faster.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what the project's here to do, is help people like you with a unique kind of proposition in the space at the moment, and encourage it and support it and see what growth we can get from that. So the next question I've got for you is tell us a bit about your actual brand and kind of where it started from and what's got you from where you were to where you are now.
Sure. I'll have Leah take this one.
Yeah, so we decided a few years ago that we were kind of phased with a lot of the online communities we found around polyamory and open relating. I'm a person where, in particularly, I'm not like, yes, do whatever you want and I'm totally cool because love is infinite and we're all one. Those are kind of like the foundational cornerstones of polyamory, and they're beautiful, but there are many, 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 many people struggling with that. And I was definitely one of them. And I just found there to be a lot of judgment of people struggling in polyamory, not, the ones who want to control people and are possessive. So when we started to understand more nuances to polyamory and open relating, like what kind of trauma you're bringing to the table, like who are you psychologically, we decided to create a community where everyone is welcome, including people who struggle and the partners who want to support people who are struggling.
Right.
We also wanted a really elevated conversation where it wasn't always sex first, but relationship first, or cuddling first, or however you want to expand outside the monogamous container. There was no one right or wrong way to do it. And we've also created our community to be of the highest level of communication and kindness. We're based in nonviolent communication. And that's something that really sets us apart too, that I just wasn't finding in other communities where there was so much judgment and like lynch mobs happening online and no policing of any kind of people. And I found it to be really damaging. So I'm really proud of the community that we created, because people, I believe, feel truly, truly safe, and they're ready to start connecting with other like-minded people who have those same values.
Yeah, we've just to dovetail on that, in these other communities that we were a part of, they, you know, the communication was just so violent. You'd think in polyamory it'll be all about love and
No.
you know, kindness and compassion, but it was pretty nasty at times. So we were like, you know what, let's just create our own community, and we did. And now we've got thousands of people in our community from 95 plus countries. So we've got community as one leg of our brand. We've got amazing virtual events as well. You know, kind of like, yeah, they're play parties, and they're not PG-13 either, but they are a little bit more of the conscious.
Well, they have performances from like circus performers and sound healing, and there's different ways that people connect, and it's just incredible exchange of energy.
It moves a little slower than some of the other experiences I've seen. And then we've got this amazing partnership with HubStars. That's going to be the third leg, the dating component. We also have the Open Relationship Academy, which is a part of what we do, where we have an entire academy dedicated to teaching the many tools that are necessary, the communication tools, the psychological frameworks of how to overcome jealousy, understanding attachment styles, love languages, you name it. Like, we dive deep into these things. And then lastly, we offer one-on-one coaching. So we have a worldwide team of open relationship coaches, over 20, that are at the ready to help folks with, you know, if they need a deeper dive in their relationship. Because, you know, your average local psychotherapist is not going to handle a couple coming in saying, hey, we have an open relationship. No. Close the doors. You're doing it wrong. So that's not very helpful when partners need help and they want to live this lifestyle.
Yeah, that makes complete sense. I mean, why, when we received your application, and we've already kind of, obviously, as you know, discussed things and got things moving already, but when we looked at it, is one of the things that marks HubStars out from the rest of the dating industry is our focus on community aspects of people's interests. And there's such a broad range of why people want to start a relationship and engage in that. And that's what we've always wanted to do, is create areas where people can jump in and they can meet anybody and always know that they've got a shared interest, a shared something in common ground from the off. And I think that's where your kind of polyamory status and your audience fits perfectly into our kind of mission as well, moving forward, which is fantastic. So the final question I've got for you guys is, can you tell us about the kind of marketing that you'll be doing? So you've already hinted towards, you've already got an existing audience of thousands. Where are they kind of based? How do you engage them at the moment? And what's your plans to engage more people moving forward?
All right, great question. Well, through the marketing school of hard knocks, we've learned a lot about a lot. We're kind of generalists now. So we've got our Facebook community and doing kind of like organic growth. We've got members joining our Facebook group. It's called Leveled Up Love, if you don't mind the shameless plug. But our Facebook group, Leveled Up Love, is really thriving. People are coming in organically through referrals. The engagement is incredible. We've got an email list that's growing. We've got even like a chatbot engagement that we have with a few hundred of our members, where they get instant notices on Facebook Messenger. We're studying ourselves how to become YouTube, you know, how to run our own YouTube ads. We're taking a course on that. We've got an Instagram profile that I just launched from 0 to almost 1,300 followers in just a few weeks. So we've got a handle on that. We're going to be looking at Reddit and Pinterest and Google Ads, and we're going to be doing a podcast tour. I mean, we've really got a lineup of things. Once all our ducks are lined up, and once all those assets I mentioned are ready, you know, the Leveled Up Love brand, I think is going to be a worldwide brand, with you know, CORD.global, which stands for Conscious Open Relationship Dating, our brand with you, being kind of like the centerpiece of that brand, right? Because our members are so hungry for dating, man, oh man. I did a poll in our group, the Facebook group, and I asked them, what are you looking for? And like, dating was just by far number one. They just want to meet people.
Where are the people?
Where are the people like me?
Exactly, and it's exciting that we're going to be taking this journey with you, to be honest, because I believe the same as you do, that there's a lot more people that don't even know that they're interested in polyamory, and what that even means. And I think with your multi-channel social approach to marketing, as well as your actual community itself, I think it's a really exciting time, and it's going to be an exciting few months to see where we can go with all of this.
Yay, we're so excited.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to make one more comment as well. Is I wasn't aware there was any other school of marketing other than the School of Hard Knocks. That's the
So true, so true.
Top graduates.
So thank you very, very much, guys, for joining us today and for this short introduction. And we'll look forward to hearing more from you and seeing more engagement from you as well in the coming months. And it's an exciting time for everybody. So thank you very much, guys.
Thank you for having us.